The western diamondback rattlesnake occurs from central Oklahoma through the western two-thirds of Texas, westward to the southeastern border of California, and then southward to the state of San Luis Potosí, Mexico. In Texas, it is most commonly encountered venomous snake in the Trans-Pecos ecoregion, as well as the Tamaulipan thorn scrub of South Texas. It is a habitat generalist, occupying a variety of habitats ranging from desert scrub near the Permian Basin to high-elevation pine oak forests of the Davis Mountains. Western diamondbacks are the second largest venomous snake in the United States, slightly exceeded in size only by the eastern diamondback rattlesnakes of Florida and other East Coast states. The western diamondback rattlesnake is by far the largest venomous snake that occurs in Texas. Adult western diamondbacks can achieve lengths of up to 7 feet in length, although the average is much smaller than this. Most adults max out at a length between 4 and 5 feet in total length. The body coloration of western diamondback rattlesnakes can vary, depending on the soil type where it occurs, from a chalky gray to a dull reddish brown. Along the spine is a series of darker diamond-shaped markings that are bordered by a black and white border, hence the name diamondback. The common nickname among those who encounter this serpent frequently is coontail, which refers to the black and white banded tail. These tail bands are of nearly equal width, one characteristic that is used to determine this animal from the more dangerous Mojave rattlesnake that inhabits the Trans-Pecos area of Texas as well. The head is distinctly wider than the neck, giving this animal the famous diamond-shaped head. The pupils are elliptical, and the rattle is large and is capable of being heard from several yards away. Diamondback rattlesnakes, like other native snakes, do not hibernate in the true sense of the word, but rather employ an activity known as brumation. This term means that the snake's metabolism, its heart rate, and its breathing all slow down to a near stop, but it is still quite awake and aware of its surroundings. They will often congregate in large numbers in dens to spend the long periods of inactivity of winter, and once temperatures achieve a level of warmth that the snake finds tolerable, usually in early to mid-March, then the males begin leaving the den site in their quest for a mate. Females release a pheromone that attracts the males, and many times more than one male will encounter a female that is receptive. During these encounters, the males will participate in dramatic dances as they entwine their bodies together in a wrestling match style event. The winner is the one who is able to pin the other to the ground, and mating ensues upon the dominant male's victory. Diamondback rattlesnakes give birth to live young, and the foot-long neonates, which can number from 4 to 25, are typically born in late summer and early fall. Other than having a button on the end of the tail, they are exact replicas of the adults and are fully capable of fending for themselves, including the ability of having fully functional fangs and venom apparatus. Western diamondback rattlesnakes defend themselves in a variety of ways, with the main defensive mechanism being that of camouflage. Even with the gaudy patterns and colors that it has, this snake blends in well with its primarily brushy habitats. The second defensive plan is that of crawling away from a potential predator while rattling its rattle slightly. If this does not deter its assailant, then it will begin to curl up in a defensive S-coiled stance and aggressively vibrate its tail, causing the rattling sound to get louder. This behavior is typically the final stand, so to speak, and many times an encounter with a diamondback does not come to this point. Out of the 300 or so diamondbacks I encounter each summer, less than 10% resort to this tactic, with most being satisfied to avoid any confrontations. The last defensive mechanism is that of biting and injecting a deadly venom into a would-be attacker. This venom, depending on a huge variety of factors, can be lethal to humans, although few human fatalities actually occur. Despite these venomous propensities, the western diamondback rattlesnake is actually beneficial in the fact that it preys primarily on the small mammals such as mice and rats. When participating in outdoor activities, the risk of encountering a western diamondback rattlesnake is slim, although it can and does occasionally happen. If such an encounter occurs, remember that this animal, despite its harmful capability, is more afraid of you than you are of it, and it would prefer to be left alone. Most bites from this species occur when people make an attempt to either capture or kill the snake. The best course of action is to walk, don't run, in the opposite direction, making both you and the snake more at ease.